Hey, this is Mark Swanson, MTC Media. So, Hunter Dickinson is in the transfer portal, the big man from Michigan, the Mather grad. And both Georgetown and Maryland have been mentioned. So, what is the best pros and cons for both? If we look at when if Dickinson goes to Maryland, first and foremost, he fits what Willard likes to do, which is to have a rim protecting big in the middle. He also adds a lot of scoring punch. He can step out. Not, I wouldn't classify him as a stretch, but he can step out and hit that shot, and it would fill something for Maryland that they have not had in years now, which would be a significant big in the Big Ten, a conference that still has traditional bigs. Dickinson is used to playing with a team that wants to push the ball, a team that will take quick shots in the shot clock, and Maryland does all of those things. And again, he defends and he gives Kevin Willard something that he's had in his past. So great fit over at College Park. Uh, Now, let's go down the street to Georgetown. Where does he fit in Georgetown with Ed Cooley? Well, first of all, he fits into Cooley's style of wanting to get the ball inside, outside. They can throw it in the post. They'll let their big step out. They play fast and slow. They can play both ways. That's what they did at Providence. It goes the way the game goes, and that would certainly help Dickinson because in that structured offense, there are actions and things that Cooley could do to specifically highlight Dickinson. As far as defensively, in the um, in the Big East, he would be a power. The Big East is not as big as the Big Ten is, and not as skilled big as the Big Ten is. And Dickinson could be a larger force in the Big East, both literally and figuratively, on both ends of the floor. Could put up some crazy numbers if he comes to Georgetown. Now, if you look at the school as a whole, Dickinson is going to be where what's most important to him. If he's looking for a team that's already NCAA tournament ready, then obviously the answer is Maryland. Maryland has a lot of good pieces coming back. Recently, Dante Scott had announced he's going to come back. You have Jameer Young out there. He's coming back. The most significant loss, obviously, is Hakeem Hart, who looks like he's not coming back to Maryland. So if Dickinson is looking for, hey, I want a team that if I come there, I could potentially make this deep run in a tournament, then Maryland's the case. The case for Georgetown is if I want to go somewhere to help rebuild a program, and by the way, I feel like my presence can get this team into a tournament and be part of something special at a historic institution, then Georgetown's the pick for him. Also, if he wants to, in my opinion, be more of a focus, Georgetown the pick. He can put up bigger numbers. He can play in an offense that kind of highlights him a little bit more, and it's all going to depend on how he views it, how he sees it. Does his presence at Georgetown make them a tournament team? Don't know. The Big East, the coaching of the Big East, whew, it certainly got upgraded during this offseason. But when you look at it, which is more winnable? Is Maryland having Dickinson more winnable for the Big Ten, which I would say is winnable with Dickinson, or at least top three with Dickinson, or is Georgetown winnable in the Big East with someone like Dickinson? And when you look at what's happening in Creighton, losing a couple of people, and can Xavier do it again out there to push up? What's going to be left at Marquette? There's a lot of questions. And maybe with Cooley, and he's certainly still shopping the portal, depending on the rest of that roster and how it shakes out. Then, maybe Georgetown has a chance to be in the upper part of the Big East. But either way, I think that both fan bases would love to see Hunter Dickinson come back to the DMV.